Hello, hello, hello. I hope the audio works. Let's see. Okay. Hope y'all could see that and hear me. But as we go along with the video, we'll see how that goes. It's been a while since I did a live stream. Quite a few months actually. I can't even say where I was in terms of what I was practicing or what kind of goals I was trying to achieve. But all I could do was just go back to see what I was working on before, and yeah, I think the last official drawing that I was happy with was this one here. Yeah, this one. I was happy with how that one looked, as well as this one. Oh, I can't see it good, but hopefully get to show it on Krita. Yeah, this one I was happy with how it looked. And yeah, I think that was more or less where I ended. Where I was at, I was practicing values. It's all coming back to me now. So I was practicing values. Yeah, and then life happened and I wasn't able to revisit where I was. So I have been doing just some short drawings on the side, just like little practice sessions. I think you all may have seen some of them on my Instagram. I think, yep, this one is just trying to get back to some kind of routine. And let's see, yep, this one as well. Now this one is the first time I'm showing the internet this drawing. I actually did this drawing back in November of 2024, and I thought this would be a good time to revisit some of my animation skills, because it's called for it, as I will be working on a project for startup company / studio in the near future. So I figured let's get back into some animation. So I'm gonna share with you guys what I did and how I got it done. So yes, so revisiting animation. Now, we all know the basics when it comes to animation, right? Timing, frames per second, drawings and squash and stretch, the 12 principles of animation, all those basics. So I figured, let me just do this very, very quickly, just to see, I'm scrubbing through the timeline. I am using Krita. I've always used Krita for all of my animations as of the last 4 years, more or less. So this is just a regular bouncing ball. Nothing too amazing, but it's just a refresher, just to see where I am at. And yeah, so just trying to see if I still have a knack for it. And I do. Once I know and revise the principles of animation, like squash and stretch, you see how it's anticipating like the jump, right? Giving this ball like a bit of a personality, like it's a squishy ball, right? And then it stretches as it goes up, and then it evens out as it's in the air, and then just before it lands, it stretches again, and then it falls flat and it squishes once it touches the ground. And then I have a little follow through, a little roll at the end. So yeah, and this did not take me very long, actually. It just just a small recap, right? Just to see. So with the picture that I showed you, where is it? Yeah, so with this picture that I did in November, I thought that let me just jump right in and see if I could do a bit of facial animation with just some blinking, some eyeballs moving, eyebrows raising, just something very, very subtle. And just go from there. So I had an idea in mind. I just wanted her to have like a very, I don't know how to put it, like a not impressed kind of facial expression with whatever environment that she's in. She's just kind of like, really, that kind of expression. So I took that and I ran with it and give her a bit of a personality. So I redrew the picture here, right? So I scanned, well, not necessarily scanned, but I basically took a picture of my sketchbook and I opened it up in a layer in Krita. And I basically just traced over my own drawing, as you see here. And because I know how I wanted to animate this particular character, I decided to do like just her face alone, and then do another layer with her glasses, which is there. Right? So yeah, so that's basically my character, and this is based on a reference that I saw on Pinterest. So I just kind of went with it and kind of did my own thing, played around just a bit with the shapes, and yeah, that's basically what I came up with, just a quick sketch. And there's her glasses there. So first thing I did was that I wanted to come up with just a short animation where she is looking like she blinks, and or at least her eyeballs move from left to right, and then um, she will have like a facial expression as like, she's disapproving of something, and then her glasses are gonna slip down her nostril just a little bit, and then she's gonna react to that, and she's going to become, I guess, a bit shy, and just casually just put her glasses back up, like bring it back up to her face, and do like a small smile to herself, and then continue back, doing the same loop again with the same original facial expression. So yeah, so I did all of these drawings. So this is the first drawing that I did, which is basically the same thing, except that her eyes are to the right instead of to the left, so kind of move like this. And then the next drawing I did was a blinking. This is like an in between. So actually, this is not the third drawing that I did. This is the third drawing that I did. So she's very like, in disapproval of whatever that she's looking at, and so that's the third drawing. And then after that, let me see here. Yeah, so her glasses are gonna fall just a little bit, and her facial expression is going to change just a little bit, and then blinking. So all this is like in between shots, right? So also timing plays a role in how I get all of this done too, right? So she kind of smiles at herself, and then oh yeah, I have a layer for her hand. So her hand is there. Yeah, so she fixes her glasses, like she shoves it back up, right? And she moves it up, and then she kind of smiles at herself, and then she goes back to how she was before. So all of these drawings that I did, they're obviously all spaced out because I did all of the drawings first. So all of these blue squares here are different drawings, right? And all of these were together, one after the other, right? So that's basically how I did it. And then I moved them according to the timing, right? So I held certain drawings longer than others, and just feeling it out, right? So just straightforward animation, right? So yeah, so this is more or less what the full animation looks like. So I'm just gonna click play. There. So that's basically the full animation for how it goes. So they're all spaced out, and I wanted it to be spread out like this. So let me see if I could play it one more time. See her glasses fall just a little bit. Yeah, so that's basically it. So gives her a little personality, and the idea behind this is myself, because I have a pair of shades and I wear it often, especially in the summertime on sunny days. I have to wear shades because the sun, it is very harsh on my eyes, and if I am caught outside wearing no shades in the sun, my eyes turn red. So I have to wear shades in the extreme sun. But my shades keeps falling down the bridge of my nose because the shades, it's old and I kind of what do you call it? It's no longer straight. It's kind of bent near one of the right side, so it kind of slips down the bridge of my nose often. So I guess that's the inspiration that comes from this particular character, at least for the animation part. I didn't essentially have that idea in mind when I first drew the picture in my sketchbook, but it just turned out that way. And yeah, that's basically how it turned out. So that's more or less my animation picture, my animation like example that I did. And yeah, I like it. It's very, yeah, it's not bad for a start because I haven't animated in quite some time. So this is a good way to get back into a routine. I think the last animation I did was probably early in January. At least character animation, not necessarily like animation per se, because I animate pictures and characters, but those lean more to graphic design type of animation for clients, right? Not necessarily character animation like this, right? So yeah, so that's basically what I did. So these are the drawings. All this is an in-between drawing, just getting her ready to have this sort of facial expression. I was going to have like another one in between this one and this one, but I figured let me not push it, and I'm not going for a full-blown character animation. This is just a practice, and yeah. So that's that. So if anybody has any questions about how I did that, feel free to comment below. I will be coming back to this, depending on who shows up in the chat and has a question. So, all right, so here we are back on blank page. Oops. Okay. Just gonna do some gestural drawings just to warm up. And then I was thinking of doing like a portrait, and then doing an animation, like a quick one, just for time's sake, But we'll see how it goes. see if I could show y'all. Gesture. Ooh, let me save this one time, yes? Okay, now, there's one thing that I have come to appreciate about digital is that you could fix your mistakes, especially if you see them right away. It's not necessarily something you could do like if you're using a marker or something like that, but I barely use those things. But I do draw with pencils from time to time. So all right. So it's not necessarily like perfect, but this is how I'm going to fix this area here because I notice it is a bit short. So I'm gonna bring this down like this. Probably rotate it just a little bit down like that. Bring it back up like so. And try to fix this area here. Because I noticed his arm was a bit too short. It's not as skinny, so I'll probably just fix that as well. All right. I'm trying very hard not to be so perfect with it because it is just a practice. So this is just to get into a routine, like a rhythm again, right? So there's my reference, there's my gesture. Oh, there I go again. I'm trying to fix everything, but like I said, it's not necessarily supposed to be like this sketch, right? It's just a practice. So moving on, right? So that's the first one. So moving on to another one. I always draw athletes because I find that is the best way for me to look at muscles in motion, which is very, very important when it comes to animation. For animators, it's very important that you know how to capture the flow and the rhythm of the human body when it's in motion, right? So I tend to skip to draw athletes because I relatively like watching sports, and it's something that I have always been interested in. A lot of other artists will draw other things that they would like their favorite anime characters, manga characters, they'll go for that aesthetic. And that's their their interests, their style, their their thing. But me, it's always been athletes. That's something that I find myself drawn to, and I can draw these amazing human beings with so much depth, because there's so much footage, so much references of them just doing what they do, right? Being an athlete, right? Is it dunking on a basketball or hitting a home run or just, just playing volleyball, right? And they're about to do a good slam on a volleyball. So that's just what I've always been interested in. So I shall continue doing that. Years ago, I felt like if I had to do, certain types of gesture drawings. My university, my school that I went to, they really heavily fixated on like drawing nude people, and that's the best way to draw anatomy. I don't think so. I think drawing people in motion is the best bet. So in essence, like while watching the sport, sometimes I will be drawing people, right? So it's not just for pure entertainment all the time. Sometimes it's just, capturing this pose, this peculiar pose, just because, that's what animators do. They see things differently. Hello. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Saw your stream on my feed. Well, good to know that I still pop up on people's streams. On people's feed, I mean. Good to know. Means the algorithm is still more or less pushing the smaller artists. So By the way, your art on Instagram, your Instagram art is sick. Oh, thank you so much. You already checked out my stuff. Cool. Good to see you. Good to have you on the live. Haven't had a live stream in quite some time, so just trying to get back into some sort of routine again, because this used to be a weekly thing. So yeah. Now subscribe to your channel. I'll see. I'll check out your stuff first. I always start my drawings a bit too big. Don't know why. It's just a habit, I guess. I think I messed up her jaw a bit, or at least her head. And the arm a bit too. Oops. Really trying to get that arch, but it's definitely a lot harder than I anticipated, but I think I got it. That, you know. All right, let's save that. These are just practices. I saw you do 3D modeling. Yes, I am also a 3D modeler. Have been for a number of years. Started off doing modeling in Maya. I learned it in school. And then once I graduated, and I didn't have access to the student version of Maya, I switched to Blender back in 2018 or 2019, I can't remember. It was that time period. And yeah, been using Blender ever since. Haven't gone back to Maya. I kind of miss Maya, but at the same time, like, it is what it is, so I use Blender now. Same thing for Photoshop. I use Photoshop for a long time, still use it, but it's more for commercial work for clients now. And I draw personal drawings like this on Krita. Yes, Krita, this is Krita. I use Krita now for personal work, and I use Photoshop and Illustrator and all those other softwares for paid work. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna do one more sketch. One more sketch, and then I will move on to a portrait. And then possibly do another animation. So where do you come from? I hear some accent in there. Originally born in Trinidad and Tobago, but I live in Canada now. Let me just make another layer. So this is going to be my third gesture. She's depicting how I'm feeling right now. I come from Indonesia. Wow, Indonesia. I use only Procreate to draw because the UI is simple. Yes, Procreate is good for people who have iPads. I don't own an iPad. I am on a drawing tablet. Well, specifically a Huion drawing display monitor. So yeah, Procreate, I see people animating and doing very cool stuff on Procreate all the time. It's very useful. It's a very effective tool, I would say. Very effective tool for people who have an iPad. Is Huion good? Yes, it is. I purchased my Huion tablet in 2021. I can't remember. It was quite some time ago now. It feels like if it was not too long ago, but I've actually had this tablet for quite some time. Made a video about it and everything, of me undoing doing the box and fixing it up, setting it up and everything like that. So yeah. Is there any parallax you experience while using it? In comparison to like a Wacom tablet? Not necessarily. Like, I had a Wacom tablet, but it was like the generic drawing tablet, the one where it's not on the screen, like the one where you draw on the little square plate and then you look at it. I had that before, so this is technically my first display tablet, and so far so good. I mean, I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. I've taken very good care of it. I've shared some of those thoughts and concerns in a different video somewhere in my channel. It's from how much years ago now, so but as far as I can tell, it still works very, very good, very effectively, and no complaints. Yeah, check it out. By the way, compared to Maya, I prefer to use Blender for 3D modeling cars. Yeah, everybody has their own preference in terms of what they like to use. It's just whatever suits the person, and yeah, as long as it still works and you get whatever it is that you wanted to get done, then yeah. I need to fix this arm. I don't like how this arm looking. It's looking broken. Mm-hmm. Maya is kind of tricky to put reference. Is it? It's been a while since I've used Maya, so I can't even say. I could only tell you based on my own experience using Maya, but that was many years ago, like back in 2016, 2015 time. That's when I was using Maya. So Blender wasn't necessarily, Blender was there. It's just that at that time, Blender was the one that had very, very difficult UI, and I couldn't get with it. So I ended up just using Maya instead, because at the time, Maya was much easier to learn. Plus, that's what they taught you in school. So it wasn't until Blender 2.8 when that was released, then things started to change, and now everybody is using Blender. I used Blender back when the right click was the left click and the left click was the right click. Very annoying. So Blender has come a long way, and I'm very happy that they still are free. You always practice like this every day? No, I do not. I mentioned earlier that this was like coming live on YouTube like this used to be like a weekly thing for me, but things got a little bit busy, so I wasn't able to do a live stream for quite some time. So this is my first live stream coming back for about how many months? So but no, I don't practice like this every single day. Try to go as often as I can, if work allows it. So yeah, so as often as I can, not every day. Absolutely not. I don't go full blown like this because you don't want to burn yourself out, because there's only so much the human brain could learn, right? So okay. Ow. All right, so I think that should be it for gesture practicing for today. I think the first one that I did, this one here, is my favorite one. I'm still a bit stiff because, like I said, haven't drawn in quite some time. Well, at least I haven't done digital drawing. I still managed to do some sketches in my sketchbook now and then, but it's not an everyday thing. So yeah. All right, so let me see if I can do like a portrait now. Some sort of portrait. Oops. Okay, and I already have my reference that I will be using. Okay. I like the tennis one. Oh, thank you. Which one is that? Oh, yeah, the first one. Yep, I like that one too. You could see the rhythm and the flow and the energy from that one. All right. Enyo-san, Hey girl, long time no see. I know. How is it going? I am going well. I am still here. I'm still living life to its fullest, I guess. Still drawing, still animating, still trying to make do of all of what has been done in the art world, because I don't know, I had to step away from art, not because I wanted to, but because of how life was going. It was very, very busy. I couldn't make the time to come and do a live stream as often as I would like. So, and then 1 week turned to 2 weeks, and 3 weeks, then a month, 2 months, 3 months. But I'm back now, so it's all good. I'm here. How are you doing? Good to see you. Still on the internet? So for those of you who are new watching me draw, I used to do a lot of side profile drawings like this, and yeah, those were the days when I was efficient, and this was relatively easy, I guess, in terms of, let's just say I was consistent back then. So this is my first time coming back into art and all of that it entails. So if you see me making a lot of mistakes, then it's just me getting back into the hang of it. Yeah, working online as usual. I've been practicing drawing though, at least a little every night. Well, that's good. That's better than what I was doing. Improving little by little. Good for you. Good for you. By the way, sister, 2 a.m. now in my country. Oh, it's 2 a.m. in Indonesia right now? That is, why are you up? You need to go to bed. The only reason I'm live right now is because it is a holiday today in Canada. So I don't have to work today. So but thank you so much for tuning in. Migupal, I don't know how to pronounce that, but nice meeting you, and hope to see you stop by again soon. Thank you so much. See ya. I always have a problem with the neck. It's either make the neck too long, too thin, too thick. She has like a slight bridge on her nose there, so oh, I've been slowly building a new PC to install Linux on it as a personal project. Hopefully the screen stable will work just fine in it. all the best with installing a new PC, because I've done that once, and at this point in time, I don't really want to do that again. That is just too much work for me. I did it during COVID, and let's just say it's one of those activities where I accomplished it, and that's it for me, you know? So, but good on you. It's a huge accomplishment when building a PC. You get to have a lot of flexibility, you know? That's good. And you've been drawing every day too? That's good stuff. Oh, I did it before. I actually built two, one for my brother and another one for me. Built them at the same time a couple of years ago. It was a bit stressful, I should say. Hard work, to be honest. Yeah, it is. It's too much stress for me. Well, it's not necessarily stress, but I had my dad and his friend help me, but a lot of the technicalities, it went over my head, and I thought, next computer I get, I'll just buy it. The computers cost a fortune nowadays. Have to really save up. So in a way, it does save you money. For the most part, you know. I don't know why I even bother with circles. I never follow through with the circles anyway. For the face, I kind of just do my own thing. I guess it's a habit of mine, I guess. This is a very complicated hat. I don't know why I did this. Why did I do this? This is gonna take me a long, long time. Okay. I'm trying to think how to push this sketch. Like how to make it more, I guess, unique, you know? Oops. I feel like the hat is all wrong. The hat has to be fixed. I've been practicing head, face drawing, trying to do 100 heads. I am around the 60th now. Then we'll try to go for hands. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, the 100 heads challenge. Wow. That was something that I thought about trying, but I never actually got around to it. I'll probably get around to that like when I have more time. But it is something that I was seriously considering early this year. Yeah. So you're on the 60th, so you have 40 more to go. That's more than halfway through, so you're doing good. You're doing good. That's very, very good. Share some of them on your page or something. Gotta share your progress and see how it goes, you know? Yeah, we'll do that on Twitter. We'll let you know. Are you on X? Gosh, it's been a hot minute since I was on X. I'm just checking to see if my account is still there. It should still be. Yeah, I'm still on X. Same name. Everything I have is under the same name. Yeah. Okay. As soon as I post some of those, we'll send you a message there or something so you can be my critique. I'm honored, but I mean, I'll do it. So, but I'm in need of some critique myself. So, that is no problem. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm off to a good start. Not bad. uh, it's not bad. I think I got the bridge of her nose good and everything, so yeah. It's just the hair. She has braids on, so oh, that's gonna take me forever to figure out how to draw. I mean, I know how to draw it. It's gonna take time. Just the amount of details that it's gonna have to bring about. So I'm just gonna do something like this. Do something like that. Because braids is for another time. I don't have the time to do that right now. Okay, good enough. Thank you. Not bad at all. Yeah, considering that I haven't drawn anything for quite some time, I was actually kind of nervous to be back on here because I was scared that I would be making a lot of mistakes, which I have done before. You know, I just kind of wing it and move forward, but I guess for certain things, it's kind of when you get good at something and then you stop doing it, then you have to get back into it again. It feels like if you have to start all over again, but in a way, not really. You don't have to start over again. It's just need to practice some more. I now know why it's looking weird, because the hat itself is higher. That's why. So like this area here it's definitely a bit higher. Yep. So I think I got that. So we'll continue on. Gotta go. Hope to catch your next stream soon. Take good care. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by and see how I'm doing. It's good to see you. Don't forget to send me your drawings for the 100 Heads challenge. I want to see the progress. Please and thank you, if you don't mind. I'll try to be more active on X too. I don't think I shared the link on my X account, so yeah. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. See ya. Oh, bless me. Okay, I think that's going to be it for today. My hand is a bit sore, but it's okay. It was bound to be done. Not bad for coming back after so many months. Yeah, just trying to get back into some sort of routine. I know I've said that multiple times, but life happens, and you know, just trying to get back into some sort of something, you know. And so I did some sketches, did some gesture drawings. I showed y'all the animation that I worked on. Well, no, not the bouncing ball, but this one here that I did. I really enjoyed doing this. It took me several hours, and I was up very, very late in the night just practicing. This is a practice for another project that I have for, you know, another startup company. So the individual is wearing glasses, so I figured why not just do this and you know, get familiar with how I used to animate once more. So yeah, and then I just wrapped it up with a side profile. Yeah, I initially wanted to do color, but I looked at the clock and I thought, wow, 2 hours on here is enough time, and I have to go and eat something because I'm hungry now. Then after I eat, I will be back, not online though, but I will be back at my computer working on projects that need to be done. So thank you all, everybody, for tuning in and messaging and just chatting with me and things like that. To all the new subscribers, thank you for checking out my work. Hope to see you guys again soon. I don't know when my next live stream will be. Hopefully it will be next week again, but it's debatable. I will let you all know through social media. So be sure and follow me on social media, Instagram. Everything is in my description. So I tend to put stories about what I'm up to and things like that. Let me just write it on there. Yep, that's Instagram and Twitter X and Facebook, and what's the name of that other one? Is it Blue Sky? What am I on? Can't remember. Yes, but anything that has this name, that's me. So, and I'm on Discord as well. So thank you everyone for touching base, and I will see you next time. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message, and I will get back to you when it is appropriate. So yeah, with that said, thank you everybody, and have a blessed day. Bye bye.